Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, Marie Curie, Leonardo da Vinci. Think about all these people. What did they have in common? Aside from the fact that they changed the world with their inventions, discoveries, and art, they all had high IQs and were extremely smart and creative. But you don't need to be a scientist, an artist, a mathematician, or a chess player to have a high IQ. And vice versa, if you're one of those, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have a high IQ. IQ stands for Intelligence Quotient. To put it simply, it's the score that indicates how well you use your logic and reasoning skills and how fast you process information. But keep in mind that there are many different types of intelligence, from emotional to bodily kinesthetic, and an IQ test can only measure one of them. And now, are you ready to check your IQ score? There are 20 questions in this test, and you have 7 seconds to answer each of them. For every correct answer, you get 1 point. Don't forget to count your score and share your results in the comments at the end of the video. Are you ready? Then let's begin. Question 1. How many 2s appear between 1 and 100? A. 10. B. 20. C. 12. D. 11. The correct answer is 20. If your answer was right, kudos to you. But if it was incorrect, then you might have forgotten about the 2s in 21, 22, 23. I'm sure you got it. Question 2. Take a look at this sequence. What number comes next? A. 44. B. 16. C. 56. D. 64. In this sequence, each number is greater than the previous one. It means that the number you're looking for also needs to be greater than 32. So the sequence goes like this. And the correct answer is 44. Question 3. What day will it be tomorrow if Wednesday was 3 days ago? The correct answer is Sunday. Question 4. What is a quarter of 2/3 of 9,000? A. 2,000. B. 3,000. C. 1,500. D. 1,000. The correct answer is C. Question 5. What number should come next in this sequence? A. 7. B. 18. C. 27. D. 26. Take a look at the first, third, fifth, and 7th numbers first. They decreased by 1. On the other hand, the 2nd, 4th, and 6th numbers increased by 1. The number you're looking for belongs to the second group, since it's going to be the 8th number. And what comes after 25? 26. So the correct answer is D. Question 6. Which word is the odd one? A. Index. B. Glossary. C. Book. D. Chapter. The word book is the different one because the rest of the words are all part of a book. Question 7. If thing turns into night, what does 75120 turn into? A. 21057. B. 51270. C. 17052. D. 70521. To solve this riddle, you need to figure out the relationship between the word thing and the number 75120. Once you do that, you'll realize that a particular letter corresponds to a certain number. So T is connected with 7, H with 5, I with 1, N with 2, and G with 0. Now, arrange these numbers according to the order of the letters in the word night. You'll get 21057, so the correct answer is A. Question 8. How many triangles are there in this picture? A. 10, B. 13, C. 17, D. 12. The correct answer is 13. Question 9. Which shape is different from the others? The correct answer is C, because all the other shapes have 8 sides, while this one only has 6. Question 10. Which word would be the third if you put them in alphabetical order? A. Thread, B. Thrice, C. Thrill, D. Thrive. The correct answer is C. Question 11. A dress and a belt cost $830 in total. The dress is $720 more expensive than the belt. How much does the dress cost? A. $775, B. $740, C. $360, D. $715. The correct answer is A. Question 12. What number is the next in this sequence? A. 22, B. 17, C. 21, D. 19. Each number is the sum of the two numbers that comes before. When you add 8 to 13, you get 21. So the correct answer is C. Question 13. What is the number you need? A. 5, B. 2, C. 1, D. 6. Do you see the two squares? The sum of the numbers in their corners needs to equal 17, so that makes 2 the correct answer. Question 14. What is the finished cube going to look like? The correct answer is C. Question 15. Which word is the odd one? A. Sadness, B. Fondness, C. Happiness, D. Hope. The correct answer is sadness, since it's considered to be a negative emotion, while the rest of them are positive feelings. Question 16. Kate, Joanna, and Natalie are 3 sisters. If the following statements are all true, which of them is the youngest? Kate is the oldest. Natalie is not the oldest. Joanna is not the youngest. A. Joanna, B. Kate, C. Natalie, D. Both Joanna and Natalie. The answer is Natalie. Question 17. Here are 2 statements. Some men are kings. All kings have golden crowns. And here are 2 conclusions. All men have golden crowns. All kings are men. Which of the following is the correct answer? A. Only conclusion 1. B. Only conclusion 2. C. Either 1 or 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. E. Both 1 and 2. The correct answer is D. Question 18. What is the result? A. 6, B. 9, C. 8, D. 4. The correct answer is A. Question 19. What number comes next in the sequence? A. 47, B. 594, C. 374, D. 35. In this sequence, a 2-digit number is followed by a 3-digit one and vice versa. So, the number you're looking for has to consist of 3 digits, as the one that comes before is a 2-digit number, and the formula for this sequence of numbers looks like this. So what you have to do is multiply 54 by 11. That makes B the correct answer. Question 20. Identify the shape that continues the sequence. The correct answer is B. Congratulations! You've completed the test. Hope you remember your score. Here are the results. If you answered 0 to 6 questions correctly, you might need to practice more to improve your logical reasoning skills. To do that, you can solve such puzzles as Sudoku and play chess and card games. Those are not only fun to play, but they can also improve your focus. Even learning something new, like a foreign language, or taking up a new hobby will help you get a higher score next time. If you answered 6 to 12 questions correctly, you're definitely not alone. This is the score the majority of people get. But this shouldn't encourage you to relax and do nothing. There's still room for improvement. If you want to get a higher score next time, here are a couple of things you can do. Try to observe and recognize patterns in everyday things. Even simply searching for them will help you to improve your focus. Speaking of which, meditate. This will help you manage your stress, and when you can stay calm under pressure, nothing can stop you from being able to focus on the task at hand. Read mystery books or watch mystery movies. If you answered 12 to 17 questions correctly, you're a gifted person who has superior logical thinking and reasoning abilities. You can recognize patterns easily. You're good with numbers. When given different sources of information, you can make connections between them. And you have strong visualization skills. Go you! If you answered 18 to 20 questions correctly, hats off to you. You can go ahead and proudly take your place among the geniuses of this world. Design shapes the world around us. The chair you're sitting on while watching this was carefully thought out by a designer. The same goes with the table where your smartphone is right now. Some designs are just so ingenious, we can't help but be mesmerized by them. From simple to complex, let's have a look at some of them. Do you organize your bookshelf by genre, alphabetical order, or the color of book covers? I think alphabetical order gives your house a library vibe to it, even if you use these small branched shelves. Usually, authors only put their last names on the book spine to make it easier for users to locate the book. But the designer of this Ray Bradbury book had a clever idea. He noticed that the name Ray is contained by the last name Bradbury, and painted the letter R, A, and Y in different colors on the spine. This way, both the first and last name of the author are highlighted. What do you say? Yay or nay? And speaking of books, this George Orwell work has sold over 4 million copies. The famous 1984 story tells a tale of surveillance and the creepiness of being constantly watched by a so-called Big Brother. I'd say this cover pretty much nails the content of the book in a genius way, and it even references literature as a medium with the use of semicolons. Way to go to this designer! If you haven't been living under a rock, you've heard once or twice about Van Gogh's story. No need to retell it here. Apparently, this designer that was showcased at the gift shop of a Van Gogh immersive experience got inspired by the artist's story. I mean, look at this set of mugs! Would you give this to your beloved, so that one of you can be the ear and the other the bandage? I'm not so sure if you ask me. I think I prefer just a regular Van Gogh mug with his face on it. What do clocks make you think of? Perhaps your mind goes straight to your grandma's cuckoo clock like mine does. I'd never say Bruce Lee would be a good idea for a clock. This designer thought legs plus Bruce Lee plus elasticity equals clockwork. Just kidding. I mean, it works for certain timestamps, but not all. Definitely not all. Design can also be used as a tool for raising awareness. There are so many examples of great marketing campaigns, but I'd say this one was pretty ingenious. Take a look at it before I give you any context. Can you guess what it's raising awareness for? Do the repeating first syllables give you any hints? This was an ad to fight discrimination against people who stutter, made by the Dutch Stutter Foundation in 2021. Neat, huh? In the queue for the Best Billboard Award is this piece of advertisement for BBC's adaptation of Dracula. You know what they say, vampires don't like to appear in broad daylight. So these designers used natural light in their favor. As the sun goes down and the moon shines in the sky, we begin to see a shadow forming. And you guessed it, the shade of Dracula's face appears. I mean, wow! Shopping for stationery brings out the inner child in all of us. Pens, pencils, erasers, we love them. But what about this designer's idea to turn a regular eraser into Mount Fuji? The best part is that it's interactive. If you only use the sides, your eraser will turn into this beautiful mountain in no time. I know you have to be smart to play chess, but this designer edition set makes it seem even more difficult. In 1923, designer Joseph Hartwig came up with the Bauhaus chess set. Here, no horse looks like a horse and no queen is wearing a crown. Instead, the wooden pieces were designed to showcase the directions they can move in during a game. It's not 100% accurate though. Pawns can only move forward, and they're represented by a rectangle. What's that supposed to mean? We're entering the age of smart stuff. Smart TVs, smart cars, and refrigerators. But this is the first time we've seen a smart business card. If you're a divorce lawyer, maybe follow this guy's idea. Prefabricate your card in such a way that you can already split it in half. Half for one spouse and half for another. And both parts still have your phone numbers on them, just to make sure you'll get one of them to be your client. In a certain gallery, there's a skate shop that is next to a steak shop. I'm unsure who thought of this solution, but it kinda works. It's a meaty skateboard. Sure, it's weird, but kudos to whoever dared to even think of this. Okay, so help me out here. Is there such a thing as a bad design? And would you say this street sign qualifies as an example? Users seem to think it's too visually polluted. Others didn't even understand what it was advocating for. It's a pro-bike sign, by the way. I have to say, I like this person's idea, but in practice, I'd say it didn't work. Impressionism was a period of art history where painters used soft brushstrokes to depict their subjects. Looking at it from a distance, you might think it's a bit pixelated, but this eyewear brand took this idea to another level. Apparently, if you use their glasses, you'll see paintings through a whole new lens. Clever, huh? And speaking of art, I'd say it probably took the designer of this poster a while to create this one. Everything, Everywhere, and All at Once is one of those movies that makes your brain work hard to follow the plot, and the characters, and all the colors. I'd say this designer managed to bring the essence of the movie to life. What about you? Okay, so only a few things are more boring than drain pipes. Aesthetically, of course. Their design is usually simple and repetitive, except that during the 19th century, architects were probably addicted to dragons. So, they made a bunch of buildings with drain pipes like this. You'll see a lot of this if you're visiting France. And I have to say, they're awesome. Harry Potter fans, how do you feel about a night lamp in the shape of the Hogwarts crest that comes with a remote control wand? I think my favorite part is the wand. I always wanted one of those. Way to go to whoever came up with this ingenious idea. A knife holder that looks like a white shark ready to attack its prey. Yep, this exists, and it's pretty clever. I mean, the knives coordinate perfectly to look like a shark's open jaw. Plus, the design is cute. It's a yay for me. If you've loved the Red Hot Chili Peppers before, you'll love them even more now. Their logo is a famous red star, as you may know. And apparently, for their concert in Perth, Australia, the ticket included transportation to and from the concert venue. So the designer used the red star symbol as roads to advertise this piece of information. One of those lovely cases where art and music meet real life and rock it. One of the basic rules of marketing is, you gotta know your public. I'm guessing this mattress ad wouldn't work just about anywhere in the world, but boy does it fit perfectly in Colorado. In case you didn't catch the reference, fresh snow is often called powder snow, and you have to have a good night's sleep to enjoy that. In a galaxy far, far away, just kidding. In our very own galaxy, Volkswagen invented one of the most beloved cars of all time, the Beetle. And who knew this version looks exactly like Darth Vader? Poor Luke though, he'll have to keep seeing his father's face everywhere. So, do you know any other genius designs we haven't shown here? Do tell!
That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.